over the past few years, Dortmund as a club has always been a place for English young talents who are not getting playing time, especially in England. So it has been a career trajectory for all these English boys. When you talk about Jadon Sancho making his move to Manchester United, Jimmy Bino Gittins make from Manchester City Academy to Dortmund and eventually to Chelsea. Jude Bellingham making his move from Dortmund to Real Madrid, and eventually he has become, an established name in the footballing world. But there is a problem happening concerning a particular English under 21 player whose name is Jobe Bellingham or Jobe Bellingham. So Jobe Bellingham is the brother of Jude Bellingham, as we all know, and then he made a move from Sunderland to Borussia Dortmund last summer. 33 plus 5 million add-ons and a 15% sell-on clause for Sunderland last summer. Now Jobe moved from Sunderland to Borussia Dortmund, and things has not worked out as we all thought it was going to work out for Jobe Bellingham. So this is Kobo Sports Room. We are here to talk about Jobe Bellingham. What happened to Jobe Bellingham? What is happening in the camps of Jobe Bellingham? Click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell, follow us on our social media platform, Kobo Sports Room. And this video is about Jobe Bellingham, the brother of Jude Bellingham. Let's get straight into the video. So as I said earlier on, Dortmund as a club has always been a career trajectory for young talent or young players, especially the English boys. So if you have an under 21 in England and he is not playing in the various English teams or the various English big teams and he's not getting chance, you can move to Dortmund and you'll be given the platform to showcase what you have for the world. After Jadon Sancho, Jimmy Bino Gittins, Jude Bellingham, Jobe is the next one or the next big thing, but it is not going on well for him. After 5 months moving from Sunderland to Borussia Dortmund, things are not moving on well for Jobe Bellingham, and it is very concerning. Now, there are two reasons why things are not moving well for Jobe Bellingham. Number one is that Jobe is a central midfielder. He is not an attacking midfielder. So when he moved to Borussia Dortmund, in the early days, it was going really, really well for him. He was scoring, he was assisting, he was creating chances. So he operated as a central midfielder. But all of a sudden, he was pushed forward a little bit, which he is not an attacking midfielder. So if he performs very well in a particular game, create chances, score goals, made some assists, and you push him up into the final third to go and play as an attacking midfielder, and the chances creation are not coming because generally he is not an attacking midfielder, it is going to worry his career trajectory. And as a coach, if I am playing a number 10 or an attacking midfielder and I am not getting the goals, I am not getting the assists, I am not getting the chances creation, obviously you are going to go to the bench. You are going to move to the bench. And that is what is happening to Jobe Bellingham. Now, the next thing is the hype around Jude Bellingham. And the fact that people, when he were coming to Borussia Dortmund, people even saw him as Jude Bellingham. Jobe is not Jude. There's a difference between Jobe and Jude. They are not the same, even though sometimes they play very similar. Because Jude is also a central midfielder. He is not even an attacking midfielder. And that is why now he's even struggling in Real Madrid this season. Because he has been given a key or the key to the Real Madrid, chances creation in the number 10 role. And he is not a number 10. The fact that he played in the first season as a false nine, so to speak, and he provided certain goals and assists, doesn't mean you will continue to play him as a number 10 or even as a false nine. A season came, Madrid had problems and Jude was there to solve a problem. It doesn't mean he's an attacking midfielder. So the lenses or the same lenses they viewed Jude Bellingham, that is the same lenses they are viewing for Jobe Bellingham, and it is not looking good for the boys development in Borussia Dortmund. So in Borussia Dortmund, he is receiving the same hype or he's being viewed in the lenses of Jude Bellingham. And I think that is worrying the boy. It is not helping the boy because people even said from Dortmund, he's coming to move to Real Madrid and then he will play with his brother Jude Bellingham. But it doesn't work like that. The fact that your brother is playing Real Madrid and he did really, really well or he has done really, really well for the past 2 seasons doesn't mean if you are playing Borussia Dortmund, you also play Real Madrid. No. Jobe is not Jude. Now, the news coming out from Borussia Dortmund is that Jobe can leave Borussia Dortmund this January, and Borussia Dortmund are ready to let Jobe leave the club. And it is not looking good, because I felt like Dortmund was a team that this guy could have, basically sharpened his, art very well, his football he's going to learn, because in Dortmund you are viewed as a young player and you have the, you have all the time to learn, make mistakes, and also, elevate your game. But if you move to, let's say, a Manchester United, for example, he has been linked to Manchester United. Jobe cannot play Manchester United at the moment, because the pressure at Manchester United is going to kill him. Even though he is an English boy, look at Mount, he is struggling. Look at Kobe Menu, they are all struggling, because the hype around them, they are English, but the hype around them, they are not living up to the expectation. So they are struggling. So Jobe Bellingham moving from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester United, as he has been linked, it will not look good for him in Manchester United. The pressure is too much. The pressure is too high at Manchester United. Now he has also been linked at Paris FC. In my opinion, clubs like RB Leipzig, the Newcastles, the Aston Villas are going to help Jobe Bellingham, and not Manchester United. You don't have to move from Dortmund to a bigger club. You are not a full product yet as a player, so you don't move to a bigger club. If it is not going on well for you in Dortmund, what makes you think you are going to move to Manchester United and you are going to do well? The pressure there is too high. So Paris FC, I think it's a downgrade for Jobe Bellingham, and it is not going to help his career trajectory. But if he moves to, let's say, the RB Leipzig, all these teams, I think it is going to help his career trajectory. So Jobe Bellingham, it is not looking good for him in Borussia Dortmund. Let's see what happens in this particular January transfer window. Now, what do you think about Jobe Bellingham's, problems in Borussia Dortmund? What do you think is the problem for Jobe Bellingham in Borussia Dortmund? Drop all your comment down below. Let me know your comment. My name is Kobo, and this has been, an update about Jobe Bellingham, the brother of Jude Bellingham. I will see you in the next video. Click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell. Thank you so much for your time. Take care of yourselves, and peace.